Namaskar. I'm Deepak Singh and you're watching Property Matters. In this episode of the show, we are discussing about the importance of capital gains tax and what does it mean in real estate. So what does capital gains tax mean in real estate and how does it impact an individual home buyer?
Capital gain tax is a charge under the income tax law. So as to say, it is a part of income tax only. Capital gain tax is a tax which is computed on your gains, or else so as to say your income when you earn by selling a capital property. In this case, whenever you sell a plot of land, whenever you sell a residential property, whenever you sell a commercial property, fully built up, semi built up, in the process of being purchased, or anything like an individual or an HUF, you are charged a tax under income tax law, which is known as capital gains tax. There are primarily two types of capital gains tax. If the period of holding a particular property is more than 24 months, that is for 2 years, the property is known as long-term capital asset. If the property is held by that individual for less than 24 months, it is known as short-term capital asset. So any profit that arises out of selling a long-term property for which you have held it for 24 months or more, it is known as long-term capital gains. And any property which is held by you for less than 24 months, that is less than 2 years, it is known as short-term capital asset. Profit arising out of the same is known as short-term capital gains. So what does this means for you? This means in case you have long-term capital gains, you will be charged 20% tax flat. In case of short-term capital assets, if you sell it, you will be charged according to your slab rate. Short-term capital gains means full value of consideration. First of all, we total the selling price at which the property is being sold, reduced by the cost of acquisition at the price which you purchase. Then in case you have spent anything on the improvement of assets, then it will also be reduced. And then finally you will reduce the any kind of transfer charges, stamp duty, brokerage, commission, whatever you have paid in order to transfer the capital asset from one person to another person. Long-term capital gain prima facie, the entire formula is same, whereby very simply we say the sale price minus the cost of purchase of an asset minus any improvement that you have incurred on the asset minus transfer expenses. This is what we get short term. The formula is same. The only difference is in case of long-term capital assets, government says you will get an indexation benefit for the cost of purchase of that asset and the cost of improvement of that asset. So let us suppose you have purchased a property for 1 lakh in 1990s. So today, will the price of the property be 1 lakh only? No, it will be several times, maybe 10 times, maybe 20 times. Government says you don't have to reduce the purchase cost, you have to reduce the index cost. So they have given a table of indexation of the same. What would be the estimated price of that property today?
Okay.
So according to that table, you have to index the cost or increase the cost on what it would have been today. So there is a formula which you have to imply only on the purchase cost as well as the cost of improvement.
So who should pay capital gains tax? Is it the buyer who pays or the seller? Who actually pays capital gains tax in India?
Any person who has sold a property need to pay an income tax, in this case capital gain tax on the sale of a property. However, there is another concept of TDS, tax deducted at source, which we usually see in the business cases. Here in the case, the person buying the property is also required to deduct a TDS at the rate of 1% if the property value is more than 50 lakh rupees. And then later on, the entire tax you will compute and pay to the government by taking credit of 1 lakh rupees.
What is the process of filing capital gains tax in India?
Capital gains is a part of income tax law. Thereby, the entire filing for capital gains falls under income tax law. It will be paid on the website of income tax like a normal tax that you are paying in the same ITR which you file on an annual basis for your own salary, for your business, whether you are a director or a company, you can pay tax under a different section of the same ITR.
So this is all about capital gains tax. Hope you find this useful. Please do share your views in the comment section below. This is Deepak Singh signing off with cameraman Manish Sharma.
Please subscribe to Magic Bricks on YouTube and press the bell icon to get new videos.